Okay, so here we're going to be looking at a very, very typical add maths question. Normally comes up in the first one or two questions of the paper, and it's to solve a simultaneous equation using matrices. If you solve this the normal way by equating coefficients, you won't get any marks because in the exam it will say using a matrix, or it will say hence, i.e. from part A, solve part B. Okay, and in part A you will have had to have found a matrix. Now, what I can do is I can rewrite this in matrix form. The matrix is 2, 3, 5, 4. You look at the coefficients, and if you multiply that with x, y, you get 4, 17. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as just ax equals b. Yeah, so I have ax equals b. Now, to find x, because that's what I want to find xy, all I need to do is, therefore, find the inverse. Really, really important. A lot of students go wrong here. You have to multiply A inverse from the left, because A is multiplied by the left as well. If it was x times A, then you would do B times A inverse, but because the matrix is on the left of xy, you're going to, when you move it over, you'll put the inverse here. So what we'll do is we'll find the inverse. We need to find the inverse of 2, 3, 4, 5. So A inverse is 1 over the determinant. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 3 times 5 is 15. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip these two over, and we'll change the sign of those. Think back to GCSE, that's exactly what you would do. That's how you'd find the inverse. So if I do that, I get minus 1 over 7, 4, minus 3, minus 5, 2. So I can take the inverse, multiply it by 417, and actually that will solve the equation for me, that will solve these simultaneous equations. So let's do that. X is A inverse, 4 minus 3 minus 5, 2, multiplied with 417. So if you do that, you get minus 1 over 7. Now, this first, 4 times 4 is 16, minus 3 times 17. 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 7 is 21, so minus 51. Okay, that would give me minus 35. And then minus 5 times 4 is minus 20, plus 2 times 17 is 34, so that would give me 14. It looks right because those numbers divide through by 7. If these didn't divide through by 7, you might start thinking to yourself that this is probably wrong and you've made a mistake. So therefore, multiply the two together. Minus 35 over 7 over minus 7, is 5, and then minus 2. So that's your answer. X is 5, y is minus 2, because don't forget x was x times y like this. So therefore this is x and this is y. Make sure you check it. Put x and y into here, make sure it's correct. If you don't get 417, something's gone wrong again, you need to go back and check.